Hello, and welcome to Under the Trees with the Sun Shining in Furness Vale. We're between New Mills and Furness Vale on the Peak Forest Canal, and we've just left the mooring where we left you 2 weeks ago.
And the week before that one.
No,
as well.
we've been through this. It was 2 weeks ago. For these people, it was 2 weeks ago.
But then it was the week before that 2 weeks.
Ignore him. Last week it was a day in the life, and the week before that we moored up here, so it was 2 weeks ago.
We've been here 9 months.
Yeah, we've been here 9 months, but... Do you want to turn this into a domestic? Because there's plenty of secrets I can be spilling if you want to. Right, it's only 2 miles to the end of the canal at Bugsworth Basin, or Whaley Bridge. Train! And that's where we're going today. We need some water. The well deck is literally jam-packed with rubbish.
It is as well.
We've got about 6 bags of rubbish to get rid of. We've been stood still for just over 2 weeks, and we found out some really good ways to make the water last a bit longer, haven't we?
Yes.
So when we've had a wee, we kind of try and boil it off and then separate it. No, I'm kidding. Things like when you run in the shower, you always get like a couple of litres of cold water that's in the pipe, so we save that and put it back in the tank.
Yeah, we do.
Don't we?
We do.
Things like that. You don't want to know about our showering habits though.
No.
We're going 2 miles towards Bugsworth Basin to fill it with water, get rid of the rubbish, but in this 2 miles, it is jam-packed with stories and history and all sorts of facts that I never knew about the Peak Forest Canal until I got the book out. It's true. So join us. It's actually a bit sunny. You do need your coat.
It's still chilly.
But just your light coat.
Yeah.
Maybe a cagoule, there might be a shower.
A cocoon.
About half of the original swing bridges on the Upper Peak Forest Canal have been taken out of use over the years. This one though leads down to a farm near the river, and it's also popular with walkers, so it's still in use today. Bridge 30 is Carr Swing Bridge. It used to be known back in the day as Mellor's Swing Bridge because the farm at the bottom of the track, which is called Carr Farm, used to be owned by the Mellor family. So it was locally known as Mellor's Swing Bridge. Wouldn't you like to have a farm after this adventure? Wouldn't you? If I had a farm, I'd have Prince Charles working for us. Don't want you. You know who I mean? Him that plays Prince Charles, that were in that God's Own Country, and he were a farmer, wasn't he? What's he called? Josh O'Connor.
I don't know his name.
Yeah. I'd be Josh O'Connor. You could be Dolly Skilbeck off Emmerdale. This is a lovely marina, Furness Vale Marina it's called, and it's got this quaint little railway station that seemed to have survived Dr. Beecham's cuts back in the 60s for some reason. The line goes from Manchester down to Buxton, and there's lovely stations at New Mills, Newtown, Furness Vale, and then you've got Whaley Bridge and on towards Buxton. It is lovely. Got to do it sometime.
Yeah.
Right opposite the marina is this lovely, beautiful row of old cottages, and they've been here for donkey's years. I got some photos of them from years and years and years ago, and you can see that apart from the towpath, nothing's really changed. They're a bit pricey though. We've got a friend that lives in one of those, and a lot of them have been converted into like holiday flats and holiday lets, but a lot of them are still houses. And a 1-bedroom cottage sold recently for £180,000. Wow. That's more than we got for our 3-bedroom bungalow back in Yorkshire 2 years ago.
It is
crazy. Right at the end of the marina, you can see that kind of shed thing. A boat painter and sign writer works from there now. But look at this picture. This is from 1907, 114 years ago. And you can see it's there already. I'm going to say still there, but that's in the future, isn't it? Who am I, Marty McFly or something? But back then, it was a stone building. It was owned by a guy called Richard Fox. I wonder if he's any relation to us.
It could be related to us, couldn't it?
Boating, going back to 1907, wouldn't surprise me actually.
Yeah.
And it used to have a boatyard a little bit further down the canal. I'll show you where it is. Well, it's not there anymore. There's just a ruddy grip bridge over it now. I can say ruddy, can't I?
Yeah.
But it just shows you that all these years, over 100 years later, and things haven't changed that much. That is Bridge 31. It's Furness Bridge. And that's not the original bridge. The original bridge was made of stone and it was demolished ages ago. And when they demolished it, you can see from the picture, they built a temporary wooden footbridge so people could get over it while they was building that one. Good luck getting your 189 over that. Every now and then, especially on the upper Peak Forest Canal, you see these narrowings where the stone kind of comes in and there's just enough room to get the boat through. And that's where there used to be a swing bridge in the olden days, and Bridge 32, which is what we're coming up to now, it's just a footbridge, but there used to be a swing bridge called Yardsley Swing Bridge. It had a nickname, well it had two nicknames.
Did it?
Bangs Bridge and Bongs Bridge. It makes you wonder what used to go on, doesn't it?
Bang and bong.
Banging and bonging going on down here. And just after the bridge there's a lovely space for a couple of boats.
Yes.
And the views are absolutely amazing. Except Whaley Bridge sewage treatment works is just down the bottom of the hill. And the last time we moored here, it was a bit of a windy day. And there was
it got a bit frothy down there, didn't it?
there was like this frothy beige coloured foam that started breaking away and blowing up the hill towards the boat.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure, well, I've got a feeling
We didn't stay, did
why
we?
it was beige, but it explains why there's really not many boats moored here anymore. Just after the farm, near Bridge 32, what?
You can't say that.
Of course you can't say that. All right, sewage treatment works. Is Bridge 33. I tell you what, every single bridge on this bit of the canal has got a right story going for it, hasn't it?
Yes.
This is Bridge 33, Greensdeep Bridge. And the area is Bankside. And back in the day, there used to be a tea room called Atkins Tea Rooms. No carbs, just tea. What? And back in Edwardian days, is Edwardian when Queen Victoria? Well, it is, I don't know, back in the olden days.
No, Edwardian gives you a clue.
Edward VII. Oh, right, yeah, because Edward VII, he was a prince while Victoria was queen, wasn't he? And he was called Bertie, I remember that from school. Or is that from Blackadder? There was a Bertie in Blackadder. Anyway, back in Edwardian, he was really into fashion, wasn't he, I remember? Edward VII.
I don't know.
King Edward VII, he used to go to Paris and buy loads of art and listen to dubstep, just stuff like that. Did he not? I don't know. So anyway, back in Edwardian times, they used to come from Manchester, the people, the day trippers, and they used to get a train from Manchester to Furness Vale, then jump on a narrowboat, or step on it, because they had like long dresses, didn't they? Very carefully, and come down to Atkins Tea Rooms for a day out.
Right.
Well, I thought it were interesting.
It got a bit bizarre.
Just coming up to Footbridge 34. There used to be a swing bridge here as well. You can tell by the narrowing of the canal. And the swing bridge used to go down to Botham Hall.
Right.
Like Ian Botham. No, it's not. And the road went from Buxton Road down to Botham Hall, down at the bottom. And guess who used to live there?
J. McDonald.
No, this is like years ago, like 100 years ago. I nearly called this vlog Jane McDonald in my well. I just thought that were a funny title.
I'm gonna crash.
It wasn't Jane McDonald. Have another guess.
I said Chesney Hawks.
No, it wasn't Chesney Hawks. It was somebody you might know actually. You've got a lot in common with him. It was James Kirk
James T. Kirk.
from Star Wars.
Star Wars, Star Trek.
You're going to crash.
I'm not. We're going through, we've got a narrow bit.
And you can still see where the gates used to be for the hall. You've got a lot in common with James Kirk. It's like Klingons. Like, you have Klingons, don't you?
Stop it.
Tag nuts, dangle
Ah,
bells,
you can't say those words.
waffle nuts. Bridge 35 is where the A6 crosses over the canal. You remember when we were at Furness Vale and I told you that our old relative Richard Fox used to own the stone thing where the wharf was at Furness Vale?
Yeah.
Well, his original boat building wharf used to be right where the bridge is. And it was knocked down ages ago. But it's interesting because he used to have his like boat building workshop downstairs, and upstairs he ran the local office for Methodists.
Really?
I had to Google what Methodists meant. It really wasn't what I thought. I was quite disappointed, really. We've made a stop. As you might have seen if you watched last week's vlog, we followed this same route, but we didn't tell you anything about it. And because we're still under the restrictions, we've just been cruising for water and services, which is why we've done the same route. So you'll know that just on our starboard side is Tesco.
Been shopping.
Which is where Shaun's just been. Behind us, you can see Bridge 37. And that's a footbridge that goes over the canal. But behind that is Whaley Bridge Junction. And the rest of the canal goes down to the basin, down in the centre of Whaley Bridge. But we're going down towards Bugsworth Basin. But, excuse me, what did they do in the olden days? How did they get the horses over the footbridge?
Floats.
No, because I have it on good authority that the horses used to get the what are they called? Trotters stuck in the steps. Hooves, that's it.
Trotters as pigs.
All right, yeah. So the horses couldn't get over the footbridge, so they built a tunnel underneath. And it's a really nice tunnel. It's like really curved, and there's this sweeping stone pathway that goes down and underneath and back up this side, so the horses could get under and down to Whaley Bridge. So it makes it a bit of an aqueduct. But it's not the only one. About 100 yards further on is the River Goyt. So there's an aqueduct there as well. And from the air, and when you're cruising past it, it looks like two separate structures, but
it's not.
It's not, it's one. There's two retaining walls all along here where we're moored that makes it one big structure. And it's called the Bridgemont Aqueduct. And it's one of a kind. Well, between the junction and Buggy Basin anyway. Do horses have toes like camels? Shaun's got the sniffles today. If you care to look to our port side, you will see Teapot Row. A lovely little stretch of cottages, similar to the ones we saw in Furness Vale. It's called Teapot Row because...
Did they sell teapots?
Made out of tea. It's said that in the olden days, when the boaters used to be passing up and down the towpath, the people who lived in the houses would come out and empty the teapots into the canal, hence Teapot Row. Of course, nowadays they've all got Nespresso and cafetières, so guess what it's called now?
Teapot cottages.
Teapot Row. We made it just in time.
Buggy Basin.
I thought you were going to swear then. Buggy big shower.
Yeah.
We just got to the water point and Shaun was just getting his hose out. He was just kind of unravelling it. and the heavens opened and it just got really windy and started really raining. But we're full with water. We were planning to turn around and go back to our original mooring back at Furness Vale and New Mills.
But it keeps raining.
But it keeps raining. And the other thing is, for the last 4 days, there's been diesel or oil or something leaking near us, about a mile near us. And so we're going to stop here, at least for tonight, see what happens tomorrow. But this is Bugsworth Basin. Now, if you want some history on this place, jump back just over a year. We did a vlog about September, October 2019.
There's a little link there.
Loads of history about this place, so check that out. It was, at one time, the biggest inland port on the canal system.
Yes.
As you'll find out if you watch the other vlog. But that's it for today. We hope you've enjoyed your little journey with us. How come you're taller than me? I've only just noticed that.
We're on a hill and you're at the bottom of it.
I'm usually on my knees for a completely different reason. If you've enjoyed this, please subscribe to the channel if you're not already, you know, cleaning floors and stuff. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it, and if you hit the notifications bell, YouTube will let you know every time we release a new video, 4 o'clock on a Friday.
Yes, you should know by now.
If you want, it's getting a bit rough, innit? A bit windy again.
Start to rain again.
If you want to support the channel, you can do so. There's a join button on YouTube's homepage for our channel, or a link for Patreon up above his head. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Ta-ra.
3th, 2th, 1th.
Sunshine!
I seem to be like this morning, and I've forgotten some. The bit I've missed don't matter. In the Navy. That's magic, folks. And there's a couple of places on the upper Peak Forest Canal. Forest. There's been a murder. Well,
you can't say that.
That's where it is, isn't it? It's amazing people. Guess who used to live there?
I've forgotten her name. Can't say that.
See you next week. Bye-bye.
Ta-ra.
That's it, all done.